So writing features of writing about opinions. شو معنى كلمة opinions which is how اللي هو الرأي. Okay, the survey in the language magazine is the result of asking people their opinion of the text messaging. Okay, so people give their opinion about their reasons. Everyone has his reasons. Okay, how could we start write an opinion? First of all, you could write an introduction as first thing. So when you are expressing your own opinion or asking other people of theirs, it must be very clear to read what is being discussed from the beginning. Okay, so for example, Language Magazine recently conducted or a survey asking people about text messaging. You have to use rate like these words and you have to continue. Okay, you have to add a useful information about your opinion. So during your handwriting, while you are going to write or start writing, you have to write by first person narration or third person narration. ما معنى هذا الكلام؟ If we set first person narration, we are going to use I or my opinion. For example, I have always had a B on my bonus about punctuation. Okay, so firstly, in my opinion, this is according to the first person narration, or you can use the third person narration using the pronouns he or they as single or plural form. You can continue. طيب, so starting by the reasons, okay, if the magazine article said some people like text messaging and some people don't, then they would be very short and reader would have learned nothing. Okay, so the reasons people give for their opinions are very important. You have to give me why, the reason and the result. بمعنى السبب والنتيجة. تمام. So reread the survey and find two arguments against the text messaging or two arguments in favor of the text messaging. Okay, طيب. You have to write two arguments and you can write
السلام
مثلا
عليكم.
your thing. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله. We are recording, okay? طيب. Sometimes بحكي لك in case of the third person narration في عندي شيء اسمه second person اللي هو بنستخدم معاه the pronoun which is you. You have to admit. I'm sure you have the same problem. Sometimes to involve the reader, لما أنت حابب مثلا to involve the reader in your text that you are going to write about, you can use the pronoun you to مثلا to contact with the reader. Okay? يعني بضل عندي هون كمان at the end اللي هي عبارة عن questions, okay, are used for the same reason as the second person. They get the reader involved and give something to think about. Like, I know I do, don't you? Okay, نسأل بطريقة عامة تخاطب فيها اللي هو الريدر for everyone that you are going to read your text writing. Okay, so why are we getting so worked about text messaging and so on? These are kind of examples about the writing. Okay, الكل يتبع معي على الصفحة اللي بعديها لو سمحتوا. هلا المطلوب منك انه تكتب as a class you're going to choose a subject that students have different opinions about. مثلا, I'm going to discuss for you the match for Real Madrid and Barcelona. You must have a different opinions, have different kind of expressing emotions and results about these things. Okay, discuss the reason for those different opinions and write for short letters like the ones that we have studied in Language Magazine. Each letter must express opinion and give a reason. Okay. For example, football is a silly game. You can find it silly, you can find it is wonderful, according to you and different opinions. So all cars should be banned from the city center. Okay? Children under 10 years of age should not be allowed to watch TV and so on. But at the end, so this is a very important thing. Remember, make it clear what the survey is about your introduction. First of all, the second point is each person is expressing his or her opinion, so use the first person narration, which is the pronoun I, and the third point, which is use some examples of second person questions and persuasive language to get the reader involved, and so on. Okay?